specialize on elephants, and I feel that if I conserve elephants, I'll conserve other animals inclusive. Jim is currently doing now the awareness work, whereby I'm leading the campaign, which I've done for the last 5 years now from 2013, and I'm also directing the Elephant Labor Center based in Kenya. According to the statistics from where we seek a scientist, over 70% of the wildlife, they are outside the protected area. They are not within where KWS would presently be, which will mean they are not in the park. The entire Laikipia Samburu, which is the second largest ecosystem, which hosts the second largest population number of elephants and wildlife, there is no park. So we need corporates, we need also individuals, we need communities. I'm happy now there is community-based conservation program coming on board. This is what we need to encourage in corporates like banks, corporates like hospitals, insurance, other industries. We need to see people supporting community. Why I'm doing this or why I'm involved in conservation, this take me back when I was very young. I grew up in Abadeas, and whereby we used to hear the gunshots in Abadeas, sorry. And the thing was, in the 85, 87, there were a lot of killing of elephants just before the KWS was changed, and that's when the hunting was really serious. One of my great uncle brought me a Koba magazine, or a magazine just to take care of, to read when I was in my room, and this magazine was talking about the wildlife, and I got inspired by an article written by Komodai girls in Kiambu. And when I joined high school, in my high school, there was no club, and I founded a club in my high school, which I was the leader from 1 to the time I was living there, which inspired so many young Kenyans. I got inspired by Canadians who are doing extinction programs, mostly on marine, and they gave me an opportunity to be with them. I didn't know that I will end up now doing conservation. I love marine, but I went back to terrestrial. So in the year after the Form 4, I got a scholarship to study wildlife management. In 1989, 10 years only, we only had 16,000 elephants. In some huge park like Savo, we were accommodating 45,000 elephants. And by that time, we were only left with 7,000 elephants. It is easy to go to extinction. Some areas we've seen, like Shiba Hills, where we had 230,000 elephants in 2013. Unfortunately, now we only have 30 individual elephants. It is easy to go to extinction, like rhinos now. Chad Pro's business on the rhino issues. So even as Kenya, if we're not careful, if we do not bring everybody here, from the corporates to the conservation or environmentalists, and to the government and policymakers, we could also be on the road to say we used to have elephants, but we have nothing. Elephants are social boats. They live in two social. One of them is the males live together, and we call them the bachelor hut, and the females live together, we call them the metro. But only males go to mate with the female when one female is on the heat, and there is what we call the territorial fight, whereby the males have to, not much of the fight, is to ensure that who is going to win and go to that family and mate, and after that the males go back to the other male group. But if a male is born in a family, when he hits 15 years, he has to move out of the female group, which is a breeding herd, and he joins the bachelor herd and he stays there. There is a coalition. When elephants perceive some insecurity, when they are crossing from one area to another, they form a coalition whereby males come together and together with the females, and they cross that area where they is secure. But afterwards, they separate. There are some species, some plants that are medicinal, and elephants will be moved from Mount Kenya to Laikipia to look for those species, such as the Roberia, the Radiphoras. Elephants will migrate for salts or salt licks that are found in Mount Kenya area, and some down in the Laikipia Plains. The other thing is the water. Elephant can move from one area to another looking for water. The other thing is security. It will make them move from one area to another area. If they perceive some area is not secure, they would move and go to another area. The other one is mating and carving down. we saw elephants from Mount Kenya with calf down in Laikipia Plains. And this was generally because the place is hot, the place is dry, and we monitored elephants coming down without young ones and going up with young ones. The last three is habitual movement. Habitual movement, we say that it is their behaviors. Like we saw 2 years ago, an elephant swam down to Somali, where elephant used to be. And that elephant was that year. That means he may have gone with their parents when he was very, very young. So elephants, because of their territories and their memory, they move from one area to another. We say it is the time when their memory is dropped out. Human-wildlife conflict, I would call it, one is a perception, but it has come now to be a reality. When we look at the cause of the human-wildlife conflict, in most cases, if you look at the data that we receive from the Kenya Wildlife Service, other institutions that are working closely in the region, Makueni is now leading with human-wildlife conflict. And then Tana River is second, and Kajiado, Laikipia, and other places. And what have happened over time is the space for wildlife have shrinked. And this is the same area where also wildlife grazing area have shrinked. But the human population have expanded. So there is the expansion of human population, which has caused now the area for wildlife has reduced because human beings are looking for more space, what we call the virgin areas for agriculture. And some people are settling on the corridor areas, on the dispersal area. The other thing is, wildlife, because of the pressure in the park, when it comes to community land, they drink the water from the dam, they destroy the tanks. That's what now community would call human-wildlife conflict. But in totality, elephants are looking for comfort from a human being. The African setup grew without having more attachment to wildlife. And we grew knowing that wildlife are dangerous animals, hyenas, elephant, buffaloes. People despise me a lot. People don't believe in what I'm doing. And I don't get more support because people believe I could be a project of a Mzungu somewhere, or they think that what I'm doing has no value. And so those are challenges because like now I'm just about to do another walk. And this is going to be a massive, a very big walk. We need resources. Unfortunately, I have not seen Kenyans coming in on board to support, but what I get is some insults, discouragement words. Unless we see something is breeding, an elephant has killed someone, that's when we come to report. But when we are doing something like this to educate, to change the attitude of Kenyans, people across East Africa, across South Africa, we do not get the media support. I have achieved a lot, and one of them is the internet. Because the achievement means there are people who start believing in what you're doing. And I remember in 2013 and 14, through our campaign, I was able to be given an audience through the telephone call in the parliament when we were changing the policy, the regulations. And I'm happy that our inputs have yielded fruits now. The regulations have changed from the penalties that used to be there if a poacher is found with ivory was 40,000. Now we're talking of 20 million. We've also seen other institutions coming on board to support conservation. I've also seen some individuals, the First Lady of the Republic coming all the way to join me in Nyeri, flagging me off to Tanzania. This is just because of the inspiration. Our outgoing minister, Professor Wahungu, have spent a lot of time working with me, encouraging me. To me, that's a lot. And even other institutions like KWS, Kenya 2 years ago banned over 105 tons of ivory with one message that there is no intrinsic value on ivory. We've seen Chinese have closed their shop. UK about to do this to close their shop. In 2013, I did a walk in the US from Massachusetts to Washington, DC. And I saw by the time I finished the walk, US accepted to destroy 6 tons of ivory in my presence. That was an achievement. Other things, I have inspired so many Kenyans, old, young, and even middle people. And anytime I do this walk, I no longer walk alone. I still have a good number of people who believe in what we are doing. And we have so many people who have come on board, and they are even willing to connect us to share their network. That means we are making it. Wherever you sit, let's come together and save our elephants.